All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Lalema Aneja Dang. The headlines. Dates for 17th Lok Sabha elections announced. 7-phase polls from 11th April to 19th May. Simultaneous voting for 4 state assemblies counting on 23rd May. 3 terrorists killed in an encounter with security forces in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir. Separatist leader Mirwaiz Umar Farooq to appear before NIA in New Delhi today in terror funding case. US says President Donald Trump ready to meet North Korean leader Kim Jong-un again for denuclearisation talks. And in cricket, Australia defeat India in the 4th ODI by 4 wickets. Level 5 match series 2-2. The largest festival of democracy in the world will begin from the 11th of next month when India goes to polls to elect the 17th Lok Sabha of the country. 90 crore electorates of 29 states and 7 union territories will elect 543 Lok Sabha members in 7 phases from 11th April to 19th May. Simultaneously, assembly elections in Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh will also take place. The Model Code of Conduct has come into force in the entire country with the announcement of the polls. Chief Election Commissioner Sunil Arora announced the poll schedule in New Delhi last evening. He said counting will be held on the 23rd of May.
The data poll. First phase, 11th April. Second phase, 18th April. Third phase, 23rd April. Fourth phase, 29th April. Fifth phase, 6th May. Sixth phase, 12th May. Phase 7, 19th May. And all countings, 23rd May.
22 states and union territories will have single-phase elections, while 4 states will go to polls in 2 phases. States undergoing in 3 phases are Assam and Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, while Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Odisha will have a 4-phase polling. Jammu and Kashmir will have 5 phases and West Bengal, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh will have 7 phases. Chief Election Commissioner said assembly elections in Jammu and Kashmir will not be held with the Lok Sabha elections.
Constraint of availability of central forces and other logistics, requirement of security forces for security of candidates in wake of the recent incidents of violence and keeping all other challenges in mind, the Commission has decided at this stage to announce only schedule of the Parliament elections in Jammu and Kashmir.
The Election Commission has decided to appoint 3 special observers for effective monitoring of Lok Sabha polls in Jammu and Kashmir. Chief Election Commissioner said extensive preparations have been made for the polls. We have a report from our correspondent.
The term of the 16th Lok Sabha ends on 3rd of June. Total electorate in the upcoming polls will be 900 million, of which 15 million voters are in the age group of 18 to 19 years. There will be approximately 10 lakh polling stations this time as compared to 9 lakh polling stations in 2014. Voter verifiable paper audit trail will be used in all polling stations this time. Central police forces will be deployed in large numbers during the polls. To ensure free and fair elections, all political advertisements on social media will need pre-certification. The use of loudspeakers will be prohibited between 10 p.m. to 6 in the morning. With Diwakar, Suparna Sekya, AIR News, Delhi.
Chief Election Commissioner Sunil Arora has said that final call to increase the number of polling stations where voter verifiable paper audit trail VVPAT slips are matched with EVM results will be taken after the Indian Statistical Institute submits a report on it. Political parties are demanding 10 to 30% paper trail slips per constituency be counted to ensure there is no rigging. As of now, VVPAT machines are used in all polling stations, but results of EVMs and VVPATs are matched in one polling station per constituency. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged people to enrich the Lok Sabha elections with their active participation. In a series of tweets, Mr. Modi called upon first-time voters to vote in record numbers and hoped that this election witnesses a historic turnout. Political parties have welcomed the declaration of elections for the 17th Lok Sabha. In Tamil Nadu, the ruling AIADMK and actor Vijaykant-led DMDK have inked seat-sharing deal in Chennai last evening. The DMDK has been allotted 4 seats to contest the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections as part of the NDA in the state. The agreement was signed by State Chief Minister Idapadi K. Palaniswamy and the Deputy Chief Minister O. Pannirselvam from the AIADMK and Mr. Vijaykant from DMDK. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. In Jammu and Kashmir, 3 terrorists have been killed in an encounter with security forces in Pinglish area of Tral subdivision in Pulwama district. Security sources said arms and ammunition were also recovered from the encounter site. They said the identity of the slain terrorist is being ascertained. The internet services in the area have been snapped. Hurriyat Conference leader Mirwaiz Umar Farooq and Naseem Gilani, son of Separatist leader Syed Ali Shah Gilani, summoned for questioning in a terror funding case, are to appear at NIA headquarters in Delhi today. The NIA had last month carried out searches at the premises of the Separatist leaders, including Mirwaiz, in connection with the case related to financing of terrorist and Separatist groups in Jammu and Kashmir. President Ram Nath Kovind will today confer Padma Awards at Rashtrapati Bhavan. 56 of the 112 personalities who were selected for this year's Padma Awards will be conferred the honour at a special function. The remaining awardees are likely to be conferred the honour at another function to be held later this month. Here's more from our correspondent.
This year, 4 persons have been selected for Padma Vibhushan. They are folk singer from Chhattisgarh Tijan Bai, President of Djibouti Ismail Umar Gule, noted author and Maratha history scholar Baba Saheb Purandare, and Executive Chairman of L&T Anil Kumar Manibhai Naik. 14 persons have been selected for Padma Bhushan, which include scientist Nambi Narayan, Malayalam actor Mohanlal, South African politician Praveen Gordhan, and late journalist Kuldeep Nair. 94 Padma Shri will be given this year. Anupam Mishra, AR News, Delhi.
External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj has asked the Indian High Commissioner in Ethiopia to provide all help and assistance to the families of those killed in yesterday's plane crash. 4 Indians, including an Environment Ministry consultant, were among the 157 killed when a Nairobi-bound Ethiopian Airlines plane crashed soon after takeoff from Addis Ababa early morning yesterday. Embassy in Ethiopia has informed that the deceased Indian nationals are Vaidya Panagesh Bhaskar, Vaidya Hansen Anagesh, Nukavarupu Manisha and Shikha Garg. The News Services Division of All India Radio in its weekly bilingual live phone-in program Public Speak tonight will bring you a discussion on benefits of Aadhaar and overall analysis. This can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale will meet U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo in Washington today. Bilateral, regional and global issues of common interest will be discussed during the meeting. Gokhale arrived in U.S. yesterday in connection with the bilateral Foreign Office consultation and strategic security dialogue with his American counterpart. The U.S. White House has said President Donald Trump is ready to meet North Korean leader Kim Jong-un again for denuclearization talks. U.S. National Security Advisor John Bolton has said that President Trump's walkout from his meeting with Kim was friendly and it is not a reflection that the talks broke down. Mr. Bolton said that he thinks President Trump did exactly the right thing, referring to the failed summit between the 2 leaders in Hanoi in Vietnam last month. In cricket, Australia have levelled the 5-match series 2-2 against India, winning the 4th ODI by 4 wickets at Mohali last night. Visitors chased down the victory target of 359 runs with 13 balls to spare. Usman Khwaja with 91, Peter Hanscomb with 117 and Ashton Turner with 84 not out of just 43 balls were the top scorers for the visitors. Turner was adjudged man of the match. For India, Jasprit Bumrah bagged 3 wickets, giving 63 runs. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Lalima. Now open, Election 2019, headlines in Hindustan Times. This is world's largest with 900 million voters, 1 million books with VVPAT in all EVMs, says the report. Model code and political ad rules will apply to social media too, says the Economic Times. BJD takes first step to give 33% Lok Sabha tickets to women, headlines the Indian Express. 39 parties to battle with razor green chili torch, says a Pioneer headline, referring to election symbols of parties, some others being violin, pencil box, lunch box and toothbrush. In a first of its kind in control, Drug Standard Control Organization has asked Johnson & Johnson to pay compensation of 74 lakh rupees for a faulty hip implant to a patient. Since 2011, a number of Indians have been affected by their faulty hip implant, says Business Standard. The Pioneer quotes a study by Banaras Hindu University and also an American journal saying Punarnava herb can definitely slow the progression of kidney diseases, reduces uric acid and improves hemoglobin. Other prominent stories covered in dailies are water crisis, landslips, spell doom for tourism industry in Shimla, the Tribune. Now, Silk Mark has opened 9 centers in Bengaluru to test silk quality, says the Hindu Business Line. Metro man Sridharan to plan metro in Jammu and Kashmir, says the Statesman. And Tanya Sanyal becoming the first woman aviation firefighter, the Tribune. And with that, it's back to you, Lalima.
Thank you, Subhadra. In some more news, the US is working to convince China to allow the listing of Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Masood Azhar by the UNSC 1267 committee. An official of the administration said it is not in China's interest to shield terrorist groups operating in Pakistan, and as a responsible global power, China should take a clear stand against terrorism. The official said that the US felt that Pakistan has been isolated over the February 14 Pulwama attack and its aftermath. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Dates for 17th Lok Sabha elections announced. 7-phase polls from 11th April to 19th May. Simultaneous voting for 4 state assemblies, counting on 23rd May. 3 terrorists killed in an encounter with security forces in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir. Separatist leader Mirwaiz Umar Farooq to appear before NIA in New Delhi today in terror funding case. US says President Donald Trump ready to meet North Korean leader Kim Jong-un again for denuclearisation talks. And in cricket, Australia defeat India in the 4th ODI by 4 wickets, level 5-match series 2-2. Well, for details of these stories and more, you may log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a great day ahead.